Airlines crash. Our correspondent, that's Coletta Wanjohi, is in Addis Ababa and we're live to her now. Coletta, can you tell us where exactly are you in Ethiopia and what do we know about this aviation disaster so far?
Well, what we know is the airplane crashed at around 8:48 East African time. That should be around 7:48 South African time, and that's when it left the Bole International Airport at that time. And 6 minutes later, it lost a signal, so the control room could not see it, and then there was a crash. So we got the information around 11 a.m., which is about 10 a.m. South African time. And as we stand now, it has been confirmed that all the 157 people who were on board have perished. Amongst these, there was 147 who were the passengers, and there were 149, and there were 8 crew members. So all of them have perished. And amongst the nationalities that have been confirmed with big numbers that have perished are Kenyans. There are 32 Kenyans. Ethiopians 17, that means 9 passengers and 8 of the crew members. There were also 4 UN passport holders. There were 6 Egyptians, 18 Canadians, Americans 8 of them, Italians 8, there was 1 Ugandan, and there were also British passengers. So as we stand now, the Ethiopian Airlines Chief Executive Officer has already given a press conference and said that investigations are underway to understand what exactly happened. But all the pointers are towards technical hitches.
Coletta, it's been about 5 hours since that crash, and we understand that the plane came down in Bishoftu. That's about 60 kilometers southeast of the capital. Do we know exactly where in that town? We understand that there are 5 crater lakes in this particular area. And can you give us a little bit more information on the town? And do we have any idea if there are any casualties on the ground at this point?
Well, the information we're getting now, we're all relying from information from the Ethiopian Airlines, because where we stand now, the matter has been termed as national security. So all the information that is coming in is coming through Ethiopian Airlines, as is advised by the National Intelligence Security and the airline itself. But the area where the crash happened, it is an area that is a tourism attraction with 5 man-made lakes, and people usually go there often during weekends to enjoy. And it's a cool place compared to Addis Ababa, which is kind of hot because of the water the other side. So from the pictures that we have seen from the Ethiopian Airlines that have shared, the area does not look like it's near where residents are. It looks like a deserted area, a bit farther from the city where I mean all the fun and residents live. So it looks like the accident happened much deeper into the area. And what we are understanding, because the Ethiopian Airlines crew arrived there in helicopters, that tells you that it's not a far place. But if they went with helicopters, that means it might be an area that's not really accessible by road.
Coletta, what can you tell us about the safety record of Ethiopian Airlines on the continent? It has enjoyed a fairly good reputation up until this point, and it's for a long time it's been seen as a jewel in the crown of African airlines.
Well, compared to its track record, it can be said that Ethiopian Airlines really has put safety at the top of it all, because it understands that in the continent it holds a big fleet. It holds the aviation industry in the continent. That, truth be said, it's got a big fleet. It's got many destinations, more than 100 destinations in the world. So it's got a record to keep, and it has tried all the best to do that. However, technical issues cannot be ruled out. In 2010, we saw Ethiopian Airlines going up in flames in Lebanon, which was termed as a technical issue. And also just end of the month, which was January, end of 2019, this year, we saw the Ethiopian Airlines skidding off the runway in Entebbe, that is Ethiopia, where the pilot failed to land safely. And there were no casualties, but that was also a technical hitch. So there have been what we would call minor technical hitches compared to what we have seen today. So this also comes as a shocker to Ethiopian Airlines itself, because it says, the CEO has said that it has put safety at the forefront, and it does not understand how this happened. And now this takes us back to the company that provided this airplane 4 months ago, which is Boeing, which provided the same airplane, which has been put also as one, the same model that was used, that has got an accident now, is the same model that got an accident in Indonesia in October of last year. And we've seen now Boeing coming out and saying that it is also monitoring the situation, and it's offering to give out technical support to Ethiopian Airlines to understand and do investigations as to what happened. But Ethiopian Airlines still maintains that it still has other planes from the same company, the same models, that it says it will not remove from the air. They will continue working. It says this was just an accident, and it will just maintain its safety precautions.
We understand that Ethiopian Airlines were to hold a media briefing sometime today. Any word on that for us?
Yes, as we're speaking right now, the Chief Executive Officer of Ethiopian Airlines is just concluding his press conference, and one of the things he has said is he has explained that they've got reliable information that the pilot, before crashing, had requested to turn back and return to Bole International Airport because he said there were technical issues, and it is they believe that during that time when he was turning back, that's when the crash happened. The Ethiopian Airlines CEO has also said that it will continue using the Boeing models, as you have earlier said, of the airplanes that it has, because it had already ordered more and some of them are already operating. But it says it will still put more effort to investigate and understand what really happened during this time, because the Boeing models have been flying with the Ethiopian Airlines flag for a long time, and it says it's just a matter of investigation. At the moment, it says the area has been cordoned off from the public as the investigations go on, and the CEO has also informed the public that it will try now to reach out to the family members of those who have perished so that they can be able to come and claim their bodies. But what we understand now, if it was a total perish, we do not understand if the bodies were charred beyond recognition and all that, but he was really skeptical on that, did not talk much about the status of the situation, but from the picture that we saw on the ground where he was, the situation didn't look so good.
That was our correspondent, Coletta Wanjohi, coming to us from Ethiopia. There she's telling us that this Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 went down in the town of Bishoftu at about 10 a.m. Ethiopian time. 32 Kenyans, 17 Ethiopians, 8 crew and 4 UN passport holders, as well as some Italian and French passengers on board, have perished. And we will be bringing you more updates on this airline crash throughout the course of the afternoon. So do stay locked on to the SABC.